boy with the Keystone Cottage. I'm on my way there. We're going to check it out. One neighbor said that there's just twigs in the yard, no worry. Another neighbor says, there's some limbs that fell, bring a chainsaw. So he also said that the tarps took a beating. I covered the cob walls, top to bottom, up over, everything I could possibly cover, I covered. And I also put some of the maybe building material, really heavy buckets, you know, that had some different stuff in it. And I put that on the inside of the cob walls, hoping it would act as a windbreak. So we will also see how that fares as well. And this is also in reference to the storm that just went through, big Hurricane Irma 2017. So we will just see how everything works out. So cross your fingers and bear with me. We'll check it out in one moment. So opening the fence, we're doing this together. So let's see what happens. Can't even see the driveway. It's covered in moss. Oh, limbs. Limbs everywhere. Wow, the neighbor wasn't kidding when he said bring a chainsaw. I don't know if you can see all these limbs. Looks like we had half of a tree fall back there. Right there, it's just laying across. There. Half a tree there. Limbs everywhere. This is our outdoor shower. And the walls are still standing. That's wonderful. Wonderful. That means I did a good job on it. And the door is still attached. That's wonderful. Alright. Everything looks in place with that. It doesn't look like any shingles blew off or anything. My husband, he's digging this trench that goes quite a ways so we can have some electricity at the shed. And it's all covered in debris. We've got branches, 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 branches. You can't even tell we have a little fire pit over there with my little bench table. And wow, branches, branches. It looks like it's like a debris field. I can't even walk through here. That's part of the trench right there. Ooh, oh my goodness. I don't know if you can see this. I have to pick a path to get through here. Let's go this way. My dirt pile. All right, let's look at this together. Oh wow, it looks like a teepee. But I still see structure underneath. That means the walls are still there. Oh my goodness. This is exciting because I knew the top would blow down. But it looks like the way I anchored my buckets did a wonderful job. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. The way I did it, I took buckets, I filled them up with clay. I knew they would fill with water as well. And I put them on both sides. I looped a rope through it like a shoestring basically, and I kind of clamped it in place. I'm so glad my clamps held as well. That was kind of like a backup plan for, you know, if things started really flapping around. So this is so exciting to just know that these tarps stayed put. Oh my goodness, because that's like the biggest priority right there. I see some clay on the ground, but that was there before, so not to worry. Okay, I see a little sneak peek because I did leave this exposed a little bit because I ran out of tarp coverage. All right, so it looks like the bottom here is a little damp from where some stuff splattered up on it. Okay, that's wonderful. That's okay, it's all right. It's not like soaked or anything. Oh wow, okay. A home. But everything looks good. Okay, this looks like, you can see this running down a little bit. It looks like it did get some water on it, but it looks a little damp, but it's okay though, because it's covered. That was my biggest thing, is I want it to stay covered. And it looks, trying to give you a good angle. Goodness, this place is a landmine. But the walls are still there, and we'll look at that in just a moment. I'm going to uncover them. These, I have 2 blue boxes here. This is actually some of the stuff that Alex does during his workshop, and I covered it up. So just to be able to see the form there, I know that that survived. That one and that one. And you'll be able to see some of that during his workshop as well. Hello, it's the next day. Joy with the Keystone Cottage here, and I have the last few ropes to pull off the Cottage, so I figure let's do it together. And I've already loosened the ropes, so I will try to stay out of the way of everything. I do want to walk around here and show you a little something. I'll try to hold the camera steady. So as the rope wraps around the end there, it goes through here, and I had a little piece of metal and a little open gap in the doorway here. So I just looped it around like so, and maybe it's considered redneck, but it worked. It held in really good. Up here, as far as any damage, one might say, to the cob walls, I did notice that this rope created a little crevice here. So I just think that's very interesting. Ah, okay. Let's see. Oh, nice little mark. That's okay, that can be fixed. But I just wanted to show you that because I know everybody's asking about, is there any damage to the cob walls? So I do appreciate everyone's concern with that, and I will continue getting this knot undone, and I will get back with you in just a moment. So before I pull off the tarps, I need to move these buckets and get them out of the way, because some of them are anchoring them against the wall, and they're just full of water, and they're heavy as heck. So, and dirt, because I wanted that to anchor down as well. So, gotta dump these buckets here. Ah! I don't think I'm gonna make it. So finally the bucket is away from the cottage. Let's dump the baby. There she goes. Right here, I didn't see this when we first pulled the tarp off, but if you'll notice, it's different. You know, in the middle it's darker here. Apparently, I guess I had one of the older tarps there and it leaked. So, but it's okay though. It's still pretty solid. I can just tell by looking at it and feeling it and so forth. So, let's actually do a walk around. I thought you might like that. Some of my little patchwork places. Don't worry about all that. But this is what we had looked at before. So that looks really good. Let's see over here. So I have a lot of shadows here because it is in the shade. I thought in Florida it might be best to build in the shade. Okay, oh, I know what I was going to show you here with this wall. Let's see here. It is, this wall somehow on the outside got a little wet. So I don't think it's anything to really be too concerned about, but looking upwards here, I've tightened up some of the strings, but really everything was creating like a water slide down this direction. So I'm thinking maybe part of it was over the edge here and just drained down somehow, but then it was covered with a tarp, so I'm not sure exactly how it got wet. This isn't so wet. This here, it's okay, but you know, who likes their wall wet either? It's okay though. But now that it's uncovered, it'll dry really quick. We've got a nice breeze going today, so once again, I'm not too worried about it. This thing has survived so many rainstorms this season, so I kind of feel bad for it, but at the same time, it's doing great. And over here, let's see if you can see this dark spot down here. I can't even see what I'm looking at here. Okay, so right here, it looks like it got wet here too a little bit. So it looks like it goes from about here down, I think. I mean, just a little ways. So because this corner, not the corner, but like I want to say this part was exposed a little bit. So it is a little dark right here. A little dark right here, but it's okay. So let's walk around some more, look at everything. This area did very well. I was very concerned about the tarps here because they were very, very beat up and had some holes in them. So of all the tarps that I thought wouldn't do so well, this area did pretty good. We're going to make her look even better than she is now.